The only thing I think we should actually care about when it comes to pursuing a goal or something you want to achieve in the future is just listening to yourself, letting every other noise or distractions fall away until you can only hear your own voice. Like, I'm sure anyone watching this has felt this kind of weird, repulsive feeling toward doing something like that hell no, I'm not doing this reaction, but look at it later once the emotion has kind of faded and it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, why did I hate it that much back then, you know? I think it's uh, a matter of practice, like a result of repeated avoidance. Whenever you avoid something enough times, something you were supposed to be doing and you keep piling the emotion onto it, it just grows bigger inside you. That still freaks me out sometimes. The self-doubt kind of creeps in. Am I sure this is going to work? Am I just wasting my time? I just like you're doing your best. You could have done better last time kind of feelings. I mean thoughts. And you can't stop like adopting. I think it's just part of our nature, like the part of the journey. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Like when you can control is what you do afterward. In my case, I try my best to just keep on going, like scared or not, which is also why I put myself in environments where avoidance isn't an option, like reading, the gym, sort of things. And I don't want to come across as someone who tells themselves as really disciplined and kind of mature. Like I know how how I have to control myself. Um, abstaining myself from the things that I can enjoy, but I'm not doing it because I'm disciplined. Like fuck happiness, kind of like I'm determined kind of person because I really am not. I think it like anyone can. I'm not saying anyone can be like David Goggins, but in a sense, like it all it takes is like a really good 1 month, like full 1 month, like 30 days of repeated actions, repeated practices, and you just have to get used to that situation, like that environment, putting yourself in that environment. And I'm kind of sure, like I'm kind of certain that anyone can do it. Like seriously, like the gym especially um for me has become like really huge part of my routine, like right after school, no negotiation with myself. And the ionic thing is like the moment I get home, I feel very comfortable and I all I want to do is indulge myself, like not to go train, even though it's something I'm genuinely passionate about. Um comparatively it still makes me feel really lazy, and like it pulls at you, but I go anyway. And once I'm there, whatever resistance shows up, like I'm already there, so what else is there to do but just keep on going? I feel like it's all about managing the friction. What I mean by friction is like the kind of feeling that I described earlier. You just hate doing it so much so that you just kind of want to avoid it, avoid even thinking about it. Like that intense feeling kind of only lasts a few minutes, but in the moment it feels like hours. You start comparing yourself to people who've trained longer, who've been doing the thing for a lot longer time than you have, or who are just like genetically gifted, like factors you can't really control at all. And I'm sure everyone knows what I'm talking about. It's the kind of almost is a trait, like everyone knows, but they just don't know how to describe it, like put it outside. It's easy to reason your way past that logically. I've said this before in other videos, like logic doesn't really matter once the feeling hits. It completely just ignores every reason you've built up. You just feel it, and immediately you feel bad about yourself. I think that part is kind of inevitable if you are going under that situation, like something the mind just does to itself. So what you can control is what comes after that feeling. Though even that's kind of debatable in my opinion. Like are the actions you take afterwards really yours? Like in my case, the instant feeling and the theme you act on afterward are two different things. You like if you choose not to dwell on it and just keep on going, eventually you feel better and you repeat that over and over again until you just do it without any friction. When the intense feeling comes back, you can kind of fight it the same way you did the last time. But that theme is what like it's dictated by will, and will versus desire isn't a clean split. Like it's not like you can just split it into the middle, and this is the will side, and this is the actions that you can control afterwards. I talked about this in I think like a video like months ago. Like even our desires are shaped by will. Sometimes we can control what the will can't, and sometimes not. So it's not clearly divided field. Like that's not how the mind works. I really don't think so. I wanted to bring this up because um it feels so real. The way feeling ignores every reasoning and just kind of wrecks you. Um So like what do you do? What do you actually do? You just keep on going. I know that sounds irresponsible in a sense. I know this generation love like a one line quote that never actually works for you, for anyone. It's never worked for me. I can follow a quote for a few days and like maybe weeks, but at the end, it's like the extracted version of one person's entire philosophy, like the result of their whole life's work. So you can't just absorb that by reading their codes and copying it. Like it's part of their lives, not yours. So I think you need your own rules. Obviously, I've talked numerous times about building your own belief or building your own rules have has its own flaws, which I talked numerous times in my videos in my YouTube channel, since I talk a lot about having a very solid, grounded belief that isn't borrowed from or handed by your parents or people around you. So like your own boundaries and beliefs are really important, and that's the core idea behind most of my videos. I just keep questioning your beliefs, sort of things. Like everything is in sense a cope. Even calling everything I mean something a cope is itself a cope, and sitting with uncertainty is itself uncertain. So like like there's no solid answer. And I think that's exactly why people are drawn to, I don't want to call it simple ideologies and beliefs that sound just so comfortable and gives you the immediate convenience to feel like you understood about this world, but like that you now understand about this world. Mostly religions, I'm not gonna lie. Like it hands you a clear crystal answer, like this is God, follow X, Y, and Z. I know it's not like that shallow. Like I'm just simplifying it, like no offense to anyone's beliefs, like genuinely. Because I talked numerous times that even my own belief is, in a sense, my little religion. Lately, and I'm genuinely glad about this. Like since I'm cutting out like social media and the constant so like dopamine hits, like every single day feels a lot longer. I don't fully know why, but I notice like small detailed things I never used to notice. Like my mind feels a lot sharper, not aesthetically, just sharper, like easier to focus. I think it's because I've put myself in situations where I have to follow through. or I won't hit the goals I set for that day. And that's part of the skill I think you have to build. You just headbutt into it first, but not in a sense like recklessly just trying everything out without really knowing about it. Most people who never try like this fail because they try to apply the same rules that work for the things they are already good at. For me, let's say gym, something I'm consistently passionate about, like that rule doesn't transfer or can be applied in directly into something I hate. Like I used to hate math before calculus. I couldn't force myself um the same approach onto it. So like what worked instead was just grinding like hours of solving problems and realizing like after a week, okay, like this method isn't working. Maybe studying at the library would help me. You know, like it's about just putting yourself in a position where every decision compounds into getting better at the one skill you're building. And like once again, like I'm talking as if I've realized and I'm above everyone, or I kind of understood about how the things work. Not at all. Like and like this kind of things are I'm sure everyone knows, and every single one of you understands in a sense, and like but in all different fields. You have something that you're avoiding, but you clearly are really good at doing something. Like you're consistently just doing that one thing without even realizing that you've been spending that much time every single day. But you just do it because it's just become part of your life. So I'm sure we can all kind of if you really want it, like you can try to shift your drive that drives and attention into something that you really know, and for certain that you have to do your what you're supposed to be doing. And you have to know how to build an environment where pulling the trigger is a lot easier, because it's all about consistency. And when showing up itself is the hard part, like that's what you have to work on. um it's really easy in a sense. If I look back in the days when I couldn't put myself under like studying for like hours. Like I'm not like selling a course. I'm not expert. I'm just sharing what I'm going through right now in my own life. And I think it's all about just lessening, in a sense, like decreasing the friction as much as possible. That's all about building the specific environments in order to yeah, mitigate mitigate lessen the friction again. um, I hope this was useful, at least um, made you think about this kind of things easier. And yeah, that's about it in this video. Have a nice day, guys.